intent is otherwise to that of the sitting governor. It's a crazy affair, but we're here. So let's talk. Let's talk about 2027. To be honest with you, if there was anything I wouldn't want to do right now, is talk about 2027, when rice is 100 plus naira, when your beans, I hear, is costlier than rice, when I hear there are more. That's a conversation we'll be having very soon, which is there are more out-of-school kids now than was the case last year, because many more parents can't afford to pay the fees, and I think just about every school has taken up the fees, have increased school fees. We have problems that's drinking our blood, but we have to talk about another election? Well, on Nigeria Info, let's talk. My name is Joyce. Welcome to the sunny side. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. All right, 0201-2770-993, 0201-465-7190, and 08095975805. And if this frustrates you, pardon me. Hello, welcome to the show. How are you? Can you hear us? Please make it back. The sunny side, Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Joyce, how you doing?
Thank you.
Jonathan is my name.
Fantastic. Let's talk about Kwakwanso
Joyce,
and Peter.
African politics is tied to conditions, so it's not an anomaly. It's normal.
Okay.
It's normal. That's who we are, and that's what we are as Africans, and that's our reality. Whether you want to take it, you don't want to take it. This place is not London, America. This place is Africa, and African politics is always tied to one condition or the other, and I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
The problem I have is when you have agreed those conditions, either writtenly or orally, honor it. Be a honorable person to honor it. You see, not honoring it is what is causing all this fight. Let me tell you, even the sitting president now, Wike being the FCT, whether we know or we don't know, there is condition already. So
on him,
we
right?
are.
Okay.
So I don't have a problem with that. I want more people to get on board because of this president leadership. They have got me very angry. I want Atiku to join, Showore to join. Everybody come with your conditions.
Wow.
This leadership should be get on sitting. That's my own. Because what is happening right now in our life, it has never ever happened before. We have not bought rice 100,000 naira in our life before. The engine oil I used to service my car used to be 5,000. Now I should be thinking of 22,000 naira. That's never happened in my life before.
Wow.
And if they say they are doing reform, well, let your reform reflect on the people you are governing or you are leading. That's leadership.
Yeah, but if you permit the conditions, do you not think it's when people become when people pursue their own greedy ambitions that the people suffer?
I will not classify it as greedy. I will not classify it as greedy. Like I told you.
You won't?
Unfortunately, it's our reality as Africans. Even you, George, there, if you want to go back to your state and contest as small as councillor or local government is, you will need people.
Okay.
And those people, if you really have that ambition, you need to go through those people to go get to that. And those people will not just give you on a platter of gold. They will come with conditions. That's
Real
Africa
quick,
for you.
what do you think about Kwakwanso and Peter Obi 2027?
Excellent. Whoever want to come on board to get rid of this leadership, they should do it.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate you. On the sunny side, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Afternoon. Thank you. Tell us your name and go ahead.
Yeah, Maduka from Festa.
Good to have you.
It's very simple what the condition will be. That P2B will run one term, the remaining term of the South, and then hand over to him.
Oh.
Well, P2B also had said what his own condition will be for him to be a vice president. He said it shouldn't be about capturing the state. In all of this, for two people to agree to work, there must be some element of alignment and driven by agreement here and there. I don't have a problem with that. Whoever is running, matter of fact, personally, I prefer P2B and Atiku. Atiku has seen it all. he's supposed to have learned from mistakes of these people. He has run several times. He has seen the mistakes of Buhari, the emptiness. He has seen the mistake of this over. When you assume so much about what you know, when actually you don't know. We need a plan. We need somebody who can define problems of this country, then propose solutions, and be able to defend it before the election. And that's the problem we have with Tinubu.
Let me quickly ask.
Out and let's ask question and he refused, but he won. So if Nigerians should know, let people who if you want to run for president, tell us that you understand what the problems are. Then give us your own solution ideas.
Got it.
Then we'll ask questions.
Okay.
Then if we're able to answer, but again, somebody's in control of the legislature, judiciary, the military, everywhere. So I don't know. But if Nigerians could stand up like they did in Rivers, by the way, I'm against what is happening in Rivers because Rivers people seem to like trouble so much. You supported Amechi, then you supported Nwike, now you're supporting this. What are you going to be tired of fighting and just elect somebody who's neutral and be a peaceful state?
We'll talk about that in a moment. Thank you so much for calling.
So there should be a plan.
All right. Well, Nigeria has been think about it. You've been offered plans all your life by aspirants, by presidents. The last one promised to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. Now we'll probably have 200 million in poverty. The sunny side. Welcome. How are you? Nigeria Info, make it back. You've always had someone tell you what would happen. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Turn up the volume of your radio set. Good afternoon to you. You're on the sunny side.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce.
Turn up the volume of your radio set. We're getting echo.
The radio is off.
Thank you. Tell us your name. Go ahead, please.
My name is Engineer Kundayo. I'm calling you from Ikorodu.
Good to have you.
See, I just listened to Jonathan. On the program of Jimmy Disu in the morning. It's the same thing that he said concerning the relationship between Fubara and his so-called godfather, Wike. How can someone give you a condition that will be detrimental to the interest of the people whom you govern over? How can someone give you he complained now about buying engine oil for the servicing of his car that is now cost 22 million. What brought us to that stage? And that rice is now over 100,000 naira. So I don't believe in all these conditions and anything political condition. Like you also said earlier on that Caucus also said a condition. That's a banana peel for Nigeria. And honest, if Nigeria is going to get better, we do not need the so-called leaders or politicians who will come to governance on conditions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. So there's a possible merger because it appears from the body language of the Labour Party, they don't mind a Kwakwanso and Peter Obi mix. So let's talk.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you. I can hear you.
Hello,
welcome.
John. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for being here. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Shinedu. I'm calling for Legislative.
Good to have you.
Yeah, for me, Peter Obi or Kwakwanso, there's no problem about it. There's no problem about that.
Okay.
But for me, the only problem I have, if they don't go start this election without the ballot paper, say, I don't go put my paper again, I don't go do them, unless they go change them to another time. If I carry my ID card, go, say my voter's card, go. If I put that, it go display party for me. I go choose, I go press.
Yeah.
If I press that, it go direct to Abuja. So they go sit down, they look up.
Oh.
So if I press for here, it go read. If I press for here, it go read.
Yeah.
But without that one, I know the vote because my vote now slowly can wine. They can't tap. Last election, with my big finger, I put that for that place, so I put that move.
Yeah.
But they don't can't.
Okay.
So what will I do else? So without that, I cannot.
You're not
vote
voting.
again.
All right.
Yeah,
so
no, thank you.
That's you pulling on INEX balls. The sunny side. What do you want, handsome? You came to clean the studio. All right. The sunny side. How are you? Make it back. Hello. How are you? Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Joyce, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
This is Chris from Ikoyi.
Great to have you, Chris.
How was your weekend?
Well, it's a Tuesday. You know how quickly these things go by.
I couldn't reach you yesterday now. Today, when they break, 9 before the morning now.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome to the sunny side.
Thank you very much. Quick one on Kwankwanso and Obi. No matter what merger, even if we 1,000 of them, as far as you have this, especially this present government.
Go ahead, I'm with you. Go ahead, I can hear you. The sunny side. Sorry I lost you. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you so much. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Michael.
Welcome, Mike. 2027. Really?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I will start by saying that in politics, you must be open-minded. You know? One question. But I would rather have that Ahmed, that's the of this vice. The man seems to be more cooler-headed than this Kwankwaso. The only reason Kwankwaso is not in this Tinubu's administration is because his arch enemy. Can you hear me?
I'm with you. Please go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So the only reason Kwankwaso is not in this administration is because of his enemy. That is Ganduje. At a point, it was a battle between Ganduje and Kwankwaso, who Tinubu is going to choose. And two of them could have been in the same administration. So my point is this: Kwankwaso cannot be trusted. I listened to him when he was in Okala's time during the election. He said that he was angry that he needed somebody to negotiate with. That's the only reason he was in the run.
Yeah.
Not that he was there to do anything. He knew that he was that, but he just needed somebody he can negotiate and get his way into government.
Okay.
So somebody who is always talking about condition, which is it's always about yourself.
Okay.
You see? But on the other way around, you want to be open-minded about some of those things. That's the only thing I can say. Open-mindedness.
How many years have you been open-minded at this point? Don't you think think about it. You've been open-minded all your life, or have you been closed-minded?
Yeah, of course, in life, you must be open-minded in everything about life.
Thank you so much for calling.
You know that.
Look, welcome to the show. So while we're still trying to figure out our lives, people are talking 2027. But I guess one of the very interesting highlights before the 2023 elections was the possibility of a Peter Obi-Kwankwaso merger. So what do you have to say about that now that that conversation is beginning to, carry some smoke? Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. Make it back. Hello, you're on the sunny side. Welcome.
Yeah, Chris, George, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Like I was saying,
Real quick, go ahead.
as far as is this APC government, no matter of merger you will do, they have INEC in their KP, they have the military, they have the judiciary, they have the INEC. No matter of merger, Kwankwaso will be or whatever we do, and it will work. You know the man, they describe him as a political strategist.
Which one now?
The man that is there now, that some Nigerians claim is their president.
Yeah.
He's a political strategist. So, like I always say, the ball is in our court.
All right.
We are more than these guys in number, Joyce. I'm telling you the truth. We are more than them in number.
All right.
So, no matter what merger,
it won't
that
work.
These guys will defeat this by quarter 2027. But my fear is that this guy will not hand over to the son. He will spend his 8 years old. But my fear is not hand over to the son, because Nigerians cannot do anything about it. You just talk about sharing rice as if we are begging. I feel pain when you were mentioning the pain.
Well,
and some people will still call and give kudos to this set of people running the affairs of this country because they are benefiting. What of other people around you? Millions of Nigerians.
I'm going to thank you so
much. We all are in for it. And the after effect will tell on every one of their supporters. The after effect will tell on every one of them. Thank you, Joyce.
The sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Joyce, good afternoon.
Tell us your name, lady. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, Mrs. Olawale from Aja.
Good. Speak up. Go ahead.
Joyce, any measure, any pragmatic, intelligent measure, that has the interest of the people
Yeah.
to deliver us from what we are currently in is welcomed. However, just like Chris said, the last caller, with Mahmoud and the current configuration in INEC, we don't see any way out in 2027.
All right. That's clear. Thank you.
Why do we invest so much money? So much money was put into INEC's activities for 2023 election, and they came up with a glitch. What kind of glitch that will glitch only the presidential results without glitching the senatorial and the House of Representatives results? It's terrible. They are talking to intelligent Nigerians. We are listening. They didn't even allow us to vote from the onset.
Pardon me, lady. I do apologize. I'm going to have to interrupt you, please. I'd like for you to call me back, all right?
Okay,
Thank you.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. Attention all secondary schools, get ready to speak up, stand out, and make your voice heard. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament Season 8 is here. If you have the passion, the skills, and the will to win, this is your moment. Auditions for this year's season ends Sunday, October 13th, 2024. Don't miss this chance to compete with the brightest minds in Lagos. How to enter? Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage. Choose only one out of 3 topics listed. Argue 2 minutes in favor of and 2 minutes against the topic you chose. Upload your 4 minutes recording in MP3 format. Fill in your other details and submit. This is open to secondary school students between the ages of 13 and 16. Register now and prove that you have what it takes to be an I Beg to Differ champion. I Beg to Differ Debate Season 8, the Tournament of Champions. 365 days of conflict. Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th killed 1,200. To date, Israel has killed over 14,000 children. These are not just numbers, they are lives forever changed. Join us for the first of our annual Borderlines Debate, a symposium on the Middle East crisis, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. A forum where ambassadors, diplomats, and humanitarian voices will gather to debate the yesterday, today, and the way forward for Israel, Palestine, and the Middle East. Is there a pathway for peace? The Borderlines Debate, November 7th at 4 p.m. This is a chance to hear from both sides. Real stories, real stakes, real solutions. Don't miss the repeat broadcast on Friday, November 8th at 4 p.m. Borderlines Debate, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. Only on Nigeria Info. Let's talk. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are
We're back. On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Indeed, we are. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side, we're talking.
Hello, good afternoon, sister.
Afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome.
It's Igechukwu.
Good.
Hello.
Good. Welcome. Go ahead.
Sister, political promises is nonsense. And what they say is road, light, agriculture, education, which Benin Republic and Niger have crossed and passed in 1717 during Russian Revolution because of bread. Only redeemer I need, as he said, say, who is our redeemer? My redeemer is change of constitution of how the judiciary, reconstruction, and the state resource control. For Kwaso say is better than P2B. P2B pull ground from April 2022 to March 2020, only 11 months. Over the career of Kwaso, he can never pull the crowd of P2B, so he can never tell me that he's better than P2B. And he can never be better than my former best president, Olusegun Obasanjo. So what you say is what we call political propaganda. Are you hearing me? So concerning Dangote and NAPC, it is a psychological and sociological meaning to the citizenry side. Yes, sir. Thank you, Auntie.
Well, look, I was glad you gave up because you were just really about nothing. The sunny side. We're going to have to go to WhatsApp in a moment, and then we'll read a message because we're a few seconds away from the top of the hour. Real quick.
Good afternoon, Madam Joyce. Nigerian politicians are all about their interests. Even though Kwakwaso is a stubborn guy, LP need more vote from the north. Not only that this guy can give it, he has a large numbers of followers, even if the condition is fair enough for the masses. Let Mr. Obi accept it. But if it is not, it is a no-no. Yomi from VI.
Thank you so much, Yomi. I do appreciate. We're going to be reading a lot more messages when we return, and this conversation continues because you are the Nigerians. You're the ones being governed, and these men whom we talk about just about every day are making decisions for you. So if there's anything you must know their intentions. We're off on a break. We'll be right back. We're Nigeria.
Information is key.
It is power.
Information rules the world.
Get informed.
Stay informed. Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk.
There are mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them.
And so, we do not leave to chance our duty to think. For why else then are we free beings? For it is slaves who run into fantasies, flatteries, and fads, as one goes into sickness.
What is your profession? Gonna run along and tell your Xerxes he faces free men here, not slaves.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
What's that station again?
Oh yeah, Camo, come back.
No.
Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So by here we did talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one.
You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side, and welcome. So we're going to quickly begin with WhatsApp, and then we're back to the telephone lines. We're discussing Kwakwanso and Peter Obi, the possibility of that mix come 2027.
Joyce, politicians think of election as next election, but not next generation. The alliance between Obi and Kwakwanso will fail due to ego and pride, especially ongoing with the utterances of Kwakwanso. Nigerians cannot give it right without prosper electoral reform that will guarantee transparency. Elder Godwin from Ogun State.
I want to thank you so much because it does quite appear that you and the APC share the same mind on the possibility of Peter Obi and Kwakwanso. In fact, I was reading the dailies and APC did react to that. APC did say that it wouldn't be possible to have this merger work, because whatever made it fail in 2023 is still very much alive, awake, and it subsists between the two gentlemen. And I guess the way we can put it by way of trying to touch the nerve directly as to the issue between Obi and Kwakwanso is said to be factors. Now, we're not too sure what these factors are, but, there was much rumor about the possible merger of Peter Obi and Kwakwanso, and we heard that one was supposed to deputize the other, and one didn't agree, and the other thought he was too big to be deputy. I can say for sure, at least on Twitter, if that's any survey to go by, Twitter supporters didn't want Peter Obi to deputize. And much of the people, youths that is, who decided to come out and vote 2023, honestly came out because of Peter Obi running. Isn't it funny that Peter Obi was so reluctant to run until someone insulted him on Twitter, practically? Someone, I can't remember the words verbatim, but the person did throw a direct and tagged him to the insult and said something like, I can't quite remember the initial sentence. I think there were like maybe 2 or 3 sentences. The first one was the insult. The second one was the pretext. And it was more like, get up there and go run and we will support you. And I think a few weeks later, we hear that Peter Obi took advice from a madman and decided to run for office. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you, welcome.
Hello.
Speak up for us, thank you so much for being here. We're Nigeria Info. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're a little distant from your microphone or your mouthpiece. Could you make an adjustment?
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon, thank you so much for being here. Welcome, what's your name?
This is Evangelist Johnson. I'm calling you from Ikeja now.
Good to have you, thank you.
Yeah, I think that it is better that Nigerians should move away from this conditioning leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have seen, number one, what is going on in the River State today. So I believe that we should move away from that conditioning leadership. That conditioning leadership nearly caused us serious crisis here in Nigeria during Obasanjo and Atiku. We should be able to learn. We should be able to learn. This country is going down every day because of all this. What would I call it? This is not a democracy. I don't know what we are practicing here. Let us try to sit down and think now. Are we not human beings? That is why the white people, the Western world, calling us monkeys. Are we monkeys? Let us just wake up one day and think right now. Must we be going round and round and round and round like this as if we don't know anything? And we are human beings like them. It's so sad. I don't just understand what is going on. It's so sad, Nigerians. Let us wake up from this slumber. It's so sad. Thank you.
Sure. Nigerians shouldn't take Kwakwan so serious. Yes, it's for 2027, but it's to get attention of Tinubu, to negotiate with him for Kanu and a bit of other parts of the Northwest. And his conditions, which in bracket Tinubu didn't accede to in 2023, is what he's using Peter Obi's name as a bait to Tinubu. Chris, I mean, that's some conspiratorial. Well, look, I think I love your imagination. It's politics, huh? It's wild. Well, thank you so much, Chris from Accra. The sunny side. Hello, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I sincerely do apologize. The connection is quite poor. I'm going to ask you to please call back. The sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Hello?
Good to have you. Welcome. Tell us your name.
Joy, good afternoon. Ike is my name, calling from Agege.
Sure, Ike. Thank you for calling.
Joy, I have to be honest with you.
Try.
Kwakwanso to me is a joker. And there is in every agreement there must be terms and conditions. Number two, I don't believe what Kwakwanso have another hidden agenda that we Nigerians don't know. So Obi should be very careful. That is my own take.
Thank you. This one goes, Kwakwanso is overrated. Someone that couldn't win one local government outside of Kanu State has given conditions. He is only setting a trap for his next cash out. Did you just call him a pimp? Ah, come on. Nigerian youths, though. You called the gentleman a pimp? The sunny side, welcome. How are you? It's Nigeria Info.
Yeah, you're also Storm Raider. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Good to have you.
We might not like Kwankwaso, but he has a large following in the north. And one thing that people say they can't work together, there's something that history has shown. Once you have a common enemy, you understand, there's a tendency you work against that enemy. Look at what happened now.
Who is Kwakwanso's enemy?
No, well, like now, I mean, the government of the day obviously doesn't want opposition, and it's showing.
Oh.
So it's not left for opposition to work against them, to bring all forces, just like what happened during Jonathan's time.
All right.
And nobody wanted to see Jonathan, despite what he was doing. So all they did was, anybody but Jonathan. Anybody but Jonathan. But what happened? We shot ourselves in the foot. So that's why we should be careful about all these conditions. Whoever is facing conditions ahead, it must be spelled out. You can't say condition. At the end of the day, they change the condition. At the end of the day, the Lagos state we are in now, what happened between Tinubu and Fashola? They couldn't meet up the condition, and he changed it. If not for the people who came to fight for the state, it would have been business as usual because they wanted to...
Wait. How many terms did Fashola run?
He ran twice.
So what else do you want from him again?
No, the first time, do you understand? There
No, I
were
don't.
misunderstandings between Tinubu and Fashola because he wasn't doing his bidding.
How do you know that?
It was obvious because he wanted him out.
Okay. All right.
He wanted him out. Do you understand? So now the thing is, it won't be a bad idea because you need a huge following because people are tired of Atiku as it is now. They feel he's old. You understand? He's not in tune with because look at what
Are
happened.
you sure Atiku is old? Like, you don't want to be throwing stones.
I know. We need
I mean, you
somebody
have
new.
older guys who've run. I mean, I guess Atiku is younger than your president, isn't he?
But the thing is, the world is being run by younger heads today.
All right, got
Best
it.
of the economy. Leave America out of it, you understand? But you can't say we can't place our future in the hands of people who are closer to where they are coming from.
All right.
You get my point now. So if the thing is, they cannot be of the same temperament. We know what's it called? What's it called?
Okay.
Obi is calm.
Pardon me, I have to round you off because I have to really speak to other people.
All right.
Yeah, I really do appreciate your commentary. So for you think if it's a good deal, take it. The sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Finally. Lady J, good afternoon.
Finally what?
5 times now.
Thank you so much for calling. It's good to have you. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
The bully coming from Ikorodu.
Real quick, my lady. Go ahead.
I never knew that the day would come. I would hear Nigerians say, if terms and conditions apply, we should just go ahead and grab a government like that. There's no use for us, or there's no need for us to complain then if things are going awry. If at the advent of or inception of the government, we are saying, okay, fine, bring your terms and conditions. So because this is how we run politics in this climate, should we continue this way? When we start having that paradigm shift? When? Godfatherism will continually thrive if we say, okay, everything you want, let terms and conditions apply. God, when? So then we shouldn't complain. If rice is 150, if fuel is 300, we shouldn't complain because we find ourselves on this table. So I don't really believe in his alliance with Obi because to me it's more or less like a cake laden with poison. That's my own take on this issue. So
Thank you.
We must get something right. Let's leave conditionalities and disti and seeds for crying out loud. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. This messenger goes, 2027 election will still produce bad leaders because people prefer to call the radio than to come out to vote. They'll say our votes don't count with this kind of mentality. Don't expect a good leader. Super D, thank you. Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Joy. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for calling. You tell us your name and you can go ahead.
My name is Onyemuwa from Nigeria.
Great.
And I like you pick my call after the message you read.
All right.
What we are now discussing is how to renew the amalgamation of 1914 without discussing the fundamental what's wrong about Nigeria.
Well, there you go.
This guy, what's the calling name? I forgot his name. He said he used to buy engine oil for his car, 20,000 or 22. My own is 60,000 naira now. 60,000. I came to office now. I spent 70,000 naira to buy fuel.
Is it a truck? Do you drive a truck?
It's a car now. It's under Acura. 75.
Okay, go ahead. If you drive a Benz, God alone knows how much you're paying for maintenance. Wow. Have I lost you? May I pay? I have lost you. I hope you'll call back. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Nigeria Info.
Hi, Joyce.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay. Laprushku is my name.
We're good. Thank you. Go ahead.
Well, I don't think, to my opinion, that, it will be an Nkwankwaso merging together will make any difference, you know? Because I can tell you, see, that is not the issue.
What is?
The issue here is, Nigerians getting INEC chairman who is not partisan, who is sincerely deliver.
Yeah.
Right now, we have not got INEC chairman. This one we have here, Mahmoud Yakub, with these present politicians. This set of politicians, I'm afraid. I don't think, even if 3 of them, only Peter will be under LP. We make, if our vote really decides, it puts a lot of crowds over 80% of Nigerian, whatever,
Got it.
P2B pulls over 80% of Nigerian total, how many we are. So only his vote under LP we decide. But that's why I say forget it. Even if all of them march together.
Yeah.
With this set of politicians, you will be hearing go to court if you are not satisfied at the end.
Got it.
Because they will not deliver. Our vote doesn't decide.
Thank you.
Until we get what they will be fighting for is to get the INEC chairman who will be sincerely say what this is what I see there, and the returning officers.
Yeah.
On this stage, some of these states, they will. That's what they will be looking for, fighting for.
Thank you.
To change this Mahmoud Yakubu with him.
I appreciate you calling in.
Forget it.
Okay. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. We're going to quickly go to WhatsApp right now. Quite a number of messages to read.
Dear Joyce, there is no need for any measure to oust an administration that has failed woefully. All efforts should be towards a holistic of INEC. Under a free and fair election, even my dog, Bingo, will defeat this current president by a landslide.
You love your dog too much. I guess that's a good thing. The sunny side, welcome to the show. We're Nigeria Info.
Okay, I call back.
Okay, there you are.
I don't really like call back, but I choose to call back today. You see, what I'm trying to say, my point is simple. This Tinubu government can never be Jonathan that said defeat. So there is something we need to discuss. If this APC government, if we think only thing that can remove them is our fault, we are deceiving ourselves. So if people want to come out again, let him come out single-handedly without being under anybody with condition. Now, Joy, do you know a logic there? The North believed that if they count the vote of the West Yoruba me and the East together, even by the time they count just 3 states in the North, it has outlined all our votes. That is the logic. That's why they are putting condition. So if Yoruba, Igbo, and Delta vote, if all our vote is 10 million, by the time they give you 3 votes in the North, it's already 50 million. That's why they now put that condition under. Obi, you want to be my deputy, or you want to be my fight, or you want to be the president, let's sign condition with oath. So what can we now do as a citizen?
Yeah.
Vote is not the solution. The solution one, that constitution that said the vote from the North will determine who win, we need to cancel it. That is one. Number two, for the president to give us the INEC chairman, we need to cancel it. If we don't discuss what will make Tinubu become another president for another 4 years, we are just wasting our time. Good afternoon.
I appreciate your commentary. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good to have you. Tell us your name and you can go ahead.
You have Emmanuel on the line. I'm calling you from Ekwe.
Great.
Joyce has been making me laugh this evening.
For real? What?
Today you ask somebody if he was driving a truck to work. What kind of question is that?
Well, you have to pardon me. He said he bought oil for 70 grand.
Does that mean he's driving a truck to work?
At this point, I think our problems are bigger than we're admitting, really.
Back to the issue. I think the president's leadership, that is the president, is already playing the 2027 game. Because, see, what you think should happen is not what happens in Nigeria. I was listening to Uncle Jimmy's analysis this morning, and I remember one thing he said. Way back then, the president won the primary of APC. When he came back from vacation, he said if he was working in a company, that is Uncle Jimmy, that he would have been expecting his sack later, returning back. Because he never thought the president will win the primary election based on the analysis. Now, the thing you ordinarily think Nigeria should vote for are not in Nigeria vote for. And again, Nigeria election is a complex election. You need somebody who is able to marrow his way to power, who stands shoulder to shoulder, with the president. And if you ask me, I will tell you that Obi and Kwakwanso, in fact, Obi will not be able to gather the kind of vote he gathered in 2023 election. So, thinking that they are going to win the presidential election in 2027 is dead on arrival.
Let me ask you, you think that Obi may have diminished in popularity, or you think his favor with people, which he had prior 2023, may have shrunk? Is that what you're implying?
Both.
Okay, all right, got it.
The recent Edo election, how many votes did Olumide Akpata got? When it comes to the 2027 election, there is this euphoria, that will come to Nigerians that he is not going to win the election. So don't let that. If you pick Obi and probably Atiku, listen, you use what you have to get what you want.
Okay.
Atiku wants to be a president,
All
now, between Atiku and Kwakwanso, who wants it most?
So give me 10 seconds more. I'll give you 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more, please.
The reputation of that candidacy of Atiku and Obi in 2019 comes back in 2027. They are going to whip these people out of power.
All right.
They'll probably have the capacity to rigmarole their way into power, the way the APC also have the capacity to rigmarole their way into power.
All right, thank you. Thank you, please. So thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate.
So he has that capacity.
Thank you.
So we need.
All right, so we're going to quickly go off on a break. But first, you need to know what's coming your way today.
Yes, you definitely need to know what's coming your way. It is money. Money, simply put, money in the way of 150,000 naira. Yes, this morning, a lot of people, well, 3 people actually, walked away with some amount of money. And you can be one of those people on this show or in the shows that come after now. 150K is what I said. I didn't stutter. I meant what I said. Now, you could go to the website at www.oneplay.ng, or you could pick up your phone and dial *347 *880 *3#, provided it is SMS enabled. It should be. Hardly any phone these days is not SMS enabled. Now, with as little as 500 naira in doing these things, your ticket will be in the draw. Now, for the website, once you get there, you would have the opportunity to see Nigeria info on a button. Click on that button, and you will be directed further how to make payments. And once you do that, your tickets will be in the draws. If you are using the USSD code, however, you'll be getting prompts that will tell you just what to do. So stick with it and you will be on the money. Now, remember, you're not just playing for daily winnings, you are playing for the weekend winnings. 500,000 naira in total. Yes, on Friday, somebody will be walking away with a huge chunk of that money. Your chances of winning are pretty much the same, whether you play one play on oneplay.ng or you go by way of USSD code. Pretty much the same. Now, once you play, make sure that you have your phone close to you and make sure that you are ready to receive that call, as in your battery is charged and that phone is in good condition. Of course, playing weekly qualifies you automatically for the jackpot. Once you play, you are qualified for that. Remember to be above the age of 18. Yes, you have to be above the age of 18. If you are not, make sure you go and get yourself above the age of 18. And of course, make sure you are playing responsibly. One Play is a registered trademark on the Lasher Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep playing, keep winning.
Okay, so remember, before the sun sets, I'm giving away 20,000 Nigerian Naira. We're going to go off on a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
What's that station again?
Oh yeah, Kemo, go buy it, bike. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So now here we talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one.
You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Coming up, we'll be back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Natasha Kimani. I'm a governance and public policy expert and the host of Talk to Me Direct podcast. Talk to Me Direct is produced by Luminate. Luminate is a global foundation working to ensure that everyone, especially those underrepresented, have the information, rights, and power to influence decisions that affect their lives. In the next episode, I will speak with a change maker turned state official who is passionate about the role of technology in democracy, Nigeria's Honorable Minister of Communications, Dr. Basun Tijani.
If we jump into the advanced conversation of governance without even understanding what we're governing, we're not going to be able to bring our perspectives to the table.
Like and subscribe to Talk to Me Direct wherever you get your podcasts.
My back, yo, my body, oh, my shoulder, oh, with Salon Pass. When the back it on the pain you, with Salon Pass. When the body on the trouble you,
Salon Pass Pain Relief Patch provides effective relief for stubborn pain such as back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, and leg pain. Salon Pass is distributed by Drugstock and available in pharmacies and stores near you. Try Salon Pass today. Salon Pass, just patch it. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor.
It's Customer Service Week, and here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio, we want to appreciate our reputable clients for your constant and continuous patronage.
MTN, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Guinness Nigeria PLC, Airtel Nigeria, Bet King, Total Nigeria, Spotify, Techno, Chi Limited, Tunis, Echo Supreme, FC Ramco, Caraway Foods, Stanbic IBTC, Standard Chartered, Amazon, Emirates Airline, MultiChoice, Netflix, Nigerian Breweries, Access Bank, AXA Mansard, Tolaram Groups, Nine Mobile, First Bank, Union Bank, Jack Daniels, DKT Nigeria, Perfecti, Echo Supreme, Google, P&G, Harriston Thermal Heater, Jumia, Burger King, Bastion Health, Cremella, and many others. We want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
Who thinks you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined point. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to two players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play win big from 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira, and in a few seconds your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Money Crossfire, 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos, 20,000 naira on Sunnyside, and 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Attention, all secondary schools, get ready to speak up, stand out, and make your voice heard. I beg to differ. Secondary School Debate Tournament Season 8 is here. If you have the passion, the skills, and the will to win, this is your moment. Auditions for this year's season ends Sunday, October 13th, 2024. Don't miss this chance to compete with the brightest minds in Lagos. How to enter? Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage. Choose only one out of 3 topics listed. Argue 2 minutes in favor of and 2 minutes against the topic you chose. Upload your 4 minutes recording in MP3 format. Fill in your other details and submit. This is open to secondary school students between the ages of 13 and 16. Register now and prove that you have what it takes to be an I Beg to Differ champion. I Beg to Differ Debate Season 8, the Tournament of Champions.
Welcome back to your #1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
We're back, my friends, and I want to thank you so much for hanging in there. So we're just going to attempt to round up for this particular conversation, and then there are certainly other conversations we need to have. I mean, we need to talk about Rivers State. And maybe what's happening in Rivers State is a reflection of what can happen when a person, gets into power on the backs of a condition or on the backs of someone or something. Because can you truly explain in a sane world why Rivers is the way Rivers is? And no, it's not the worst thing to happen, but at least it's a reference point. We can look at what's happening in Rivers today and imagine what exactly is this political agreement that has led to a disagreement. And now I'm hearing that a few persons have died. We're hearing that they are burning up secretariats. The governor was on Channels Television. I think yesterday I captured just a little clip of him saying that he has no involvement in the political rattling that's happening, but that those who lost can't appear to accept the loss. And I think I saw a video of quote-unquote Wike supporters. It's like even the people themselves have been fed a form of chaos or fed a form of political persuasion that almost blocks out reason. And maybe politics is that way in nature, where the moment you get into politics, sign of the cross. Well, let's talk. Well, there's this conversation about the possible merging of Peter Obi and Kwakwanso. On Nigeria Info, it's Open Thought Tuesday. Good afternoon to you, and thank you very much for being here.
A lovely afternoon to you, Lady J.
Thank you very much.
How are you today?
Good. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Emeka from Satellite Town.
Great.
No for me when it comes to Kwakwanso and Peter Obi. My reason is very simple. You see, yes, people will argue that this is the bane. This has been the bane of our politics when it comes to horse trading, terms and conditions. But like you just said in your intro, what is playing out in River State is an example of when people breach the said terms and conditions that go contrary to the interest of the people. But hey, that is who we are in Africa, especially here in Nigeria. But the question is, how much longer are we going to continue with this sort of terms and conditions that helps one to ride on the back of some godfather or some people with inordinate ambition to get to power? Because for me, Peter Obi does not even need the likes of Kwakwanso or any other kind of alliance to get to that position if we have a free and fair election in this country. We all know how the 2023 presidential election went, and regardless of the legitimacy that has been conferred on the current administration by the judiciary, I still have my reservations, and so does so many people regarding the outcome of that election. Having said that, we must understand that Nigerian politics is quite different from what is playing out elsewhere because we have bigger fishes to fry. It's not about alliances, it's not about horse trading, it's not about terms and conditions when it comes to our kind of politics. The process that really bring to power the kind of rulers we have is one that needs to be interrogated. It's one that needs a holistic reformation, without which not even the greatest of alliances will be able to unseat the kind of people we have in power. Those who are holding tenaciously to the levers of power and are willing to do anything and everything to remain there. The current electoral umpire is highly defective. It is partisan and has not delivered on its mandate.
All right.
That's why when we talk about protests here and there, we omit the integral part of our democracy, which is that process. INEC, as presently constituted, needs to be reformed. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You have to round up, please, so other people can speak.
Yes, it needs to be reformed. And until that is done, we will not be able to bring to the position of power those people who can represent our interests. It's all about horse trading and terms and conditions. At the end of the day, at whose expense?
Yeah.
It is at the expense of the masses. And then only to satisfy the political avarice and greed of those aristocrats who will only come to power and further subjugate us down the path of political morass. Because where we are right now is deeper than what we think we are. If we are not awake yet, what is playing out in River State is only a tip of the iceberg at what expected in 2027. Because on a good day, we're not even supposed to be having this conversation about 2027.
Yeah.
When the realities on ground is so alarming, people have not even survived this year. We're not even sure how many people will survive this year. We're already thinking of 2027. Is it not a joke? Thank you so much.
For calling, I do appreciate it. Thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info. All this talk about the merger between Obi and Kwakwanso will make sense if INEC and the judiciary are not appendages of the ruling party. Ibilade, thank you very much for your message. John goes, he says, again, they should promulgate an independent candidate for us so that without the umbrella of the political party, someone can stand up to run for presidency. Nigeria Info. Hello, welcome. Turn off the volume of your radio set. It's good to have you.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you very much for calling. You tell us your name. You go ahead real quick.
Yeah, this is the Mecha Man.
Good.
Joyce, like any other person who had spoken, I think if there's anything we should be talking about, it's not about the merger. In the morning, I said, enemies of my enemies are my friends. But that is not what counts now. What counts is who will decide that election that this current INEC chairman will preside over. Because in as much as Mahmoud Yakubu is still the head of that umpire, just like the last caller submitted, Obi does not need any merger to pull the crowd he put the last time. Even you put up an election today, he will still pull up that crowd. But the truth is, who will be there to decide what happens? Because it's very, very annoying when people go out to vote only for the INEC and the judiciary to turn around the decisions of the masses and decide who they want to give the election. Everybody is aware of what happened in 2023. We are not kids. Everybody knew how it went. The IRF, the all of them. At the end of the day, what did we get? It was stories, and the end of the day, the whole result was delayed until the kind of tension that people piled up on that expectation or on the result of that election calmed down. At the end of the day, they gave us the result or declared the winner in the midnight. So if we got the best of the popular candidates to go for the election, and we still have this man and the type of INEC we have now, I think by now I was thinking Nigerians will be talking about how to remove the current INEC chairman. We are here talking about 2027.
Well, it's all part of the conversation. You can see how that also features in the conversation.
Yeah, but it's not making the kind of interest I expected to have, because based on what we are passing through now, I was thinking Nigerians to be talking of the repealed bill that was rejected at the House of Representatives at the National Assembly about regionalism. I was thinking Nigerians as at now will be talking about things like reformation in the INEC and how to revert back to the regional system of government. But in as much as we have this set of people who decide and preside over who will be declared the winner, the best candidate will still be rejected to judiciary and one man who will just tell you that it was
Thank
this
you.
so person that
I
won the
appreciate
election.
you
Thank you
calling
very,
in,
very
really.
much.
Thank you. The sunny side, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Joyce.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Remy.
Welcome, Remy.
Let's deal with data.
Mm-hmm.
Before the election, it seemed like a four-man race. Kwakwanso, Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu. During the election, it became three-man race. Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi. After the election, it turned out to be a one-man race. Who happened to be Obi? Why am I saying this? We were told 3 of them had 12 states apiece. They won 12 states each. In that same report, INEC reported that Peter Obi won River State, but what's his name? Yakubu declared APC to be the winner of River State, which means someone won 13 states among these 3. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. Someone won River State, but someone else was declared to be the winner. This is a fact. Anybody can counter this with another superior argument if you have your data with you, which means someone won more states than the rest. What am I saying? Lack of measure wasn't why the election went the way it went last year. The umpire, INEC, led by Yakubu, had the whole thing done by himself.
Yeah.
Sure, you get. So we should keep on pushing this truth out there.
Got it.
This is what happened last year. Okay. So Obi never needed, what's his name? Kwakwanso. That was enough for him, and they pulled, though they were like the most underrated among the 4 at first. That was why Kwakwanso was bragging that he's superior to him in this and no other before the election. They never believed that could happen. Obi and Dati won the state. This is a fact. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's quickly go to WhatsApp.
Good afternoon, Joyce. I think Peter Obi should step down and support Kwakwanso in 2027 instead of being a running mate. So when Kwakwanso wins, this will make it easier to hand over to Peter Obi, just as Buhari gave Tinubu this government. Patience is key. Tinubu was patient for 8 years for Buhari.
All right, thank you. This message goes, let the North vote Kwakwanso, the South vote or Subajo or Tinubu, the East Obi. Basically, the reason for this message is you say, I can never agree with the one Nigeria again. Let's separate. Wow, I didn't sign up to this one Nigeria of a country. It's a big scam. I guess Nigerians are really exhausted. 99.3 Nigeria Info, make it back. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being here. Sorry I lost you. Hello, welcome. How are you? My name's Joyce. What's your name? The volume of your radio set.
Joy, good afternoon.
Thank you very much for being here.
My name is Ndubisi, calling from Mijaniki.
Good. Good to have you.
Auntie Joyce, Nigeria, my country, they are very funny people. Today, we are not talking about buying for 1,001. We are talking about 2027. Forget that the person that is on seat now is a game master. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He holds the cutlass. He holds the yam. Whoever he gives to, that's the person that will eat. And nobody will do anything. Tinubu was in his parlor. Say it is his turn. They should bring it to him. And they bring it to him. Now it's in Abuja. They are saying Peter, so if Nigeria like, let them bring Atiku, so Peter B, let them match together. Whoever Tinubu wants to be there, that's the person that will be there. Nigeria is a comedian country. I don't know why we are still behaving like I think we are kids. At my age, nobody can deceive me. What Nigeria needs is a referendum. Whether it will be won or not by voting. Your vote does not count. Your vote does not count. As far as Jagaba is concerned, Tinubu will put his successor, who will succeed after him. That's the person that will be there 2027. If you don't want to continue. But if you want to continue, Tinubu will do 8 years. Nobody will come. Let's talk about another thing.
All right.
Let's stop something else.
Thank you.
God bless you,
I
guys.
appreciate. So there's a message here. The solution to Nigeria's problem is not about individuals at the helm of affairs. As long as no changes is made to the current constitution, we're joking. The merger of Kwakwanso and Obi will fail woefully because of interest. Already, Kwakwanso is already giving conditions. Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side, and look at Nigeria today. Hello, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you so much for calling. You have
I
to
was
speak up for
wondering
us.
if the female line is not working.
Oh, well, there you are. So good to have you. Welcome. Tell us your name.
Thank
You can go
you.
ahead.
My name is Nenna.
Welcome, Nenna.
Joyce,
Mm.
I just feel so dirty, honestly.
Dirty?
You know, yeah.
Oh.
You know, when you're with Dirty and Obi, you're very clean.
Okay.
Very tidy. Very honest.
Mm-hmm.
And the stain is coming. No, we shouldn't allow it.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we should talk about the process of this voting.
Mm-hmm.
That is the cause of everything. And they are just bringing this Kwakwazo guy
Mm.
to deviate everybody's attention.
You think so?
Yes. We are supposed to be talking of even Edo, and the coming election should let us know how ready INEC is with the change in the electoral process. Are we going back to cancellation, mutilation of results, and somebody calling what they like? This is what we should be talking about.
Well, here we
They've
are.
mentioned the individual candidacy. How far? We should be talking of who becomes the INEC chairman. How is it put there? These things should change if we need a change. We can't be thinking of people we know they have baggage. Even if, till now, it's the highest rigger wins the election in Nigeria, if there's a word like that. You either buy the votes or you buy the INEC chairman. So people should not come, please, and say somebody voted for anybody and they won. The person sitting there knows that he didn't win. We know he didn't win. We should not, like that a lawyer will say, authenticate fraud. Please, we should stop mentioning the win. Nobody won. The person that didn't win. Let's see the process.
Yeah, but INEC declared him winner, so you can understand
That's what we're saying. That man that is declaring, how did he get there? This is the problem.
Thank
We
you.
should tackle the problem.
I appreciate you calling in.
afternoon.
So you can, anyone who's just really thinking Nigeria is being hit by the hard reality. I don't even think it's complex. I think it's something else at work. Hello, welcome to the show, Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you so much for calling. Tell us your name.
My
Go
name is
ahead.
Robert.
Welcome, Rob.
Joyce, the day you separate INEC from the judiciary, that is when Nigeria will have credible election.
Got it.
You remember what happened in Imo State? Uzodinma was number 4 and he was declared the winner. I think this president is Kikireko, I don't know. I read something like that. Obi and what is his name now? Kwakwaso, if they match together, they will fail. The reason is that Kwakwaso does not have much power in the north. He only has Kano. But only Kano he won in the school. Tinubu dominated and Obi dominated the north. In the south here, what the Kwakwaso does not have anything here. Obi should not match with that guy. If he match with him, he will fail. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. It's Open Thoughts Tuesday. Hello, welcome. It's good to have you.
Joyce, good afternoon, man.
Afternoon to you. Thank you so much for calling.
God bless you, man.
What's your name?
Please, I want to talk of this Kwankwaso and Obi.
Could you quickly tell us your name?
This is 202 from Aja.
Okay.
You see, that past election, Obi and that, God knows, everybody knows, Obi and that won the election. Is INEC and APC do what they did. So even for now, Obi should not go to Kwankwaso. So even Shena now Kwankwaso go join now. Now it's youth that caused the problem. Youth just allow this thing to happen. Obi and Dati, they won the election clear.
Yeah, but Kwakwanso is saying that he doesn't mind deputizing under some set conditions, and the question is these conditions, which Nigerians have practically been under the burden of for so long. Like, when do we have a selfless? Would we ever have a selfless Nigerian? A Nigerian who's here to serve?
Go ahead, please.
Thank you. All right, let's quickly go to WhatsApp. Selfless Nigerian, a Nigerian to serve, here to serve. Would we ever come so close to redemption? What's on WhatsApp?
I want to defer some of the comment that has been made so far. There will be free and fair elections anywhere in the world. Coming into the election with a mindset that other person would rig is the height of foolishness. So when planning for election, you should factor everything in. Obi needs an alliance until the election is over. I feel very irritated when people say Tinubu is the game of master. Is Tinubu the most intelligent Nigerian? What a shame. If he's so intelligent, then why is the economy this way?
Thank you so much for your message. I do appreciate it. The president had asked Nigerians to give him some time. He's working up something. What? We're waiting to see it. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info. How are you?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Thank you so much for being here. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am Joseph.
Welcome, Joseph. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually from the topic of today concerning Obi merger with one party. Yeah, I think we Nigerians have to, to forget.
Pardon me. Nigerians are too what?
To forget.
Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm not sure what you said.
Yes. So I think we've not come out of the dilemma that led us to all these chaoses and incapabilities of the current leadership and all that. And then we are talking about emergence of 2020.
Well, because the conversation is ongoing. I mean, there's a conversation over. I'm even late. The Borno state governor has already declared some interest.
Well, we don't need those proper politicians, Actually, for now, I think Nigeria should be neutral in terms of selection process. And then what we actually need, if we are to talk about 2027, is a due consultation. I mean, national consultation that will carry almost everybody, all the other stakeholders. We need to do an holistic consultation to be able to come out with, a neutral candidate, a candidate with integrity, a candidate that is not, a politician. We need a neutral technocrat, that can be able to manage and is not going to lead the country or rule the country based on, political, kind of ideologies and all that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling, really. I appreciate it. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you. My name's Joyce. What's your name? Make it back. The sunny side will have a few more minutes on this one. Hello. Welcome. It's so good to have you join the conversation.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
My name is Uche from Ikorodu.
Thank you, Uche, for calling.
Distraction.
Tell me about it.
Can we, from now till God knows when, talk about removing INEC chairman?
Okay.
All these audio, Kwankwaso, these are just distractions. Even if we bring 20 Obi and 20 Kwankwaso and 50 Atiku Abubakar, as far as that man is still there, we go nowhere. They are just, look, this is a way of distracting us.
Okay.
Can we from now till 2027 be busy with how to remove INEC Mahmood? That is just, aside from this, we are just wasting our time.
All right.
That man is just there, and they will still use him until they are tired of using him. Definitely from now till God knows when, he will renew his appointment and find a way to keep him there. This issue of social discussion, let us talk about from now till eternity how to remove that man from that office. That is when Nigeria will make headway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For calling, I appreciate. To be honest, what Nigerians should be clamoring for is a total overhauling in every sphere of her existence. Secondly, until this present INEC chairman is removed and a new chairman that has nothing to do with any sitting president, the better for all of us. Lastly, it would have made more sense for a PO and Kwankwaso came together in 2023. We need strong institutions and not strong persons, period. Edoze Dean Naji, thank you very much for your message. Well, so I think many of the callers this afternoon are insisting that the system has to change, and maybe when they even say a system, they are speaking specifically to the INEC chairperson. So I think, beyond just following the news, when there is a call for opinions or reactions to that effect, don't be just talking Nigerians. Be active, be proactive Nigerians. Otherwise, if you are the sort who would just sit back and take what you are given, and in the event that you do not like what you've been handed, you just nag about it and do nothing else about it, well, there's no guarantee that you will get what you want. So have the courage to know that if you put up a resistance for something that you do not want, you may actually, and there's a high likelihood that you would get what you want eventually. So let's quickly run through this. I have a minute before commercial break. This country, our vote doesn't count. All we need is to divide this country. Everybody will go and develop their state. Okay, Okonwa from Ikoyi I guess this conversation has been around for a minute. Okay, I always laugh whenever I hear from most of the callers on your program on the same opinion on issues, and most of them in Lagos thinking Nigeria begins and ends in Lagos. Let me see, can I quickly run through this one? It's a little lengthy though. The day we realize it, we have people who, okay, pardon me, because my eyes is on the clock and I have to be off on a break. Lagos will be right back. When we come back on the other side of the hour, Rivers, please. On the sunny side, my name's Joyce, don't go anywhere.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Hello, everyone. I have exciting news for you. Tatiana is here to tell us about a very exciting event for the whole family happening this weekend here in Lagos.
Hello, everyone. We are very thrilled to announce our Family Fun Day happening Saturday, October 12th at Hakuna Matata Amusement Park in Echo Atlantic City.
Wow. But then tell me, what makes this day different from a regular Saturday at Hakuna Matata?
Well, you're in for a special treat because on top of the huge and thrilling inflatable castles and slides already available at the park, we have very specially curated a ton of activities for children of all ages, including a slime station, a spa area where children can have their nails, hair, makeup done, and create their own bath bombs, painting, face paint, balloons, and we have exhilarating virtual reality games, which we are very excited about.
Amazing!
Also, for our sports enthusiasts, there will be a water football tournament. So come show off your skill and don't forget to pack your bathing suit and an extra pair of socks.
That sounds awesome, Tatiana. Saturday, 12th October at the Hakuna Matata Park in Echo Atlantic. At what time does this event start?
Doors open at 12 p.m. and entry tickets are 25,000 naira and can be purchased at the door, where you can also buy your ticket booklet for access to our premium activities and to purchase delicious food available on the day at the park.
There's also food?
Yes, and on top of that, once inside, you can also shop directly with our many vendors displaying their products on the day.
And I hear that you are organizing this event to raise money for a good cause.
Yes, indeed. You will be having fun for a good cause, as all of the proceeds of the day will be fully donated to humanitarian relief efforts on the ground in Lebanon.
Such inspirational work. Well, you've heard that. Come and have a fantastic day, Saturday, October 12th at Hakuna Matata Park in Echo Atlantic. Doors open at 12 p.m.
See you there!
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.